So say hi to YouTube. It'll be on YouTube in 100 weeks when this finally comes out on official. Thank you for the follow, Michael. Wow, the walls. Oh, I know you. What's up? Welcome to the Twitch. You on Twitch now? Yes, sir. So we gotta talk about this latest Raw chapter because the most polarizing Tower of God character is back, but I also had to put what is Simi call her? Blonde hair in and magenta hair in. The towel was moving me. The shower scene was moving me. I'm a red-blooded male. You know what I'm saying? It was. I need more of this. That's like I need more. Do it with magenta hair in too. I'm trying to see.
A little something like eeny, meeny, right from the beginning. Smoke a little pack, but the pack never timid. Church, but I'm seeing it. Curse when I'm winning. She need a new back. When it's back, I'ma bend it. Slap up some guinea, pass me the henny. Watch a nigga black slipper yak, I'ma quit it. Swerve in the Benzie, perfume is Fendi. Bob and move fast, real fast like I'm Ricky. That's 'cause I'm pretty, came from the dirt. Shovel up a nigga, can't handle the work. Ooh, y'all, swing with it first. Young white girl like a ramble.
I'm trying to see what's under there. But anyways. Pretty crazy chapter in my opinion. A lot happened, so we'll go through it slowly. But the obvious most important thing that happened is Rachel and you're in it, but Rachel has returned, and I think that this is actually a very important moment for that. But how do you guys feel about this at all? With Rachel being back, just kind of the surface level.
I hope she pushes Bam off again.
Okay.
I hope she humbles Bam. Someone needs to humble Bam. And I think she's the only one that can do it because this man Bam he's been too successful recently. So
okay,
Vince? Well, I don't really care about any of that at this point since he's literally God. But I hope with the return of Rachel, we can get back to more interesting things for me.
Would you agree with me that anytime Rachel had been in the narrative before, the level of general intrigue went up, if not just a hatred pact, just because everyone just wanted her to like lose so badly or take a L, that everyone was like, their eyes were more focused on Tower of God anytime she's around. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Yep. But also because just Rachel has like the ultimate protagonist skill called luck. And, you know, luck is always frustrating when you're reading a story, but because she's the villain, it works so well. Because she's just lucky. Even though she sees herself as unlucky too, she gets out of every situation almost. I mean, not that she's smart, but she got a lot of luck.
Paul Badon Michelle Light is here. I like that. Sorry, keep going.
So you're like, oh, Rachel's going to go down. This is going to happen to Rachel, this, that, and the other. But guess what? No. What happened? Gus Dang give her the, what was it?
The treasure-stealing stingray?
Yeah, the stingray. I was finna call out orca or something else. The stingray.
Killer whale.
Yeah, she got the stingray. She get the power up. He thought he gonna grant her some wishes. Like, she always find a way, which makes her a good villain because you can't get rid of her.
Rachel drives the story.
Antagonist.
Too.
Sorry.
I agree with that. So, I'm gonna answer your question in a second. The reason that I think this is kind of significant because I actually think this will be telling to me if Tower of God's direction moving forward. Because I actually don't think he's really fumbled anything related to Rachel. I pissed a lot of people off, but I really think that he handles this character really well and with a lot of care, which is why I do think you can make the case for a lot of characters, but I've always argued that Rachel is SIU's best written character from top to bottom, in my opinion. I think this is the character that he writes the best. I'm not saying I'm right. I can see some other ones possibly, but I would die on this hill, personally speaking. And I don't hate Rachel the way I used to anymore. I don't really care. I'm kind of indifferent. Do I like Rachel? Do I want her to win? No, but I want something interesting to happen. So basically what I'm saying is if this is kind of lackluster and it kind of fizzles out and nothing kind of major comes of it, I actually think this series is kind of cooked. I don't think Tower of God is not Tower of God without Rachel and without Rachel being very polarizing. This is not the same narrative at all without her in it. I don't care what anyone says, how you feel about the character, if you like her, you don't like her. But you remove Rachel from this story and Tower of God is 16 to 25% less interesting. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but...
I agree.
I agree.
I don't. Again, I'm not commenting on people's like love for Rachel and whatnot, but again, she just. She's so glad she's still ugly. But what do you think she'll say when she finds out Aguero is alive? I actually don't think she. Actually, that's interesting because they obviously have this kind of rivalry going on. But there's a part of me that thinks that she like with Bam being around, she probably wouldn't be that shocked. What do you guys think? You think she's gonna care like that? Like what? Think she'll be pissed?
No.
What do you think?
I think she would be relatively shocked because it's like Kuhn initially died to her from a weapon she got from Gus Stang. So I feel like she'd be like, "Why
Well,
did
no,
this
she
shit
no.
not work?"
Well, wait, hold on. Is that right? Someone in the chat remind me if I'm off, because the weapon she got was a treasure stealing stingray, but she blew his heart up because she was actually one of the big breeders. She was like one of the programmed like AIs that went into like the system, so she can do things that other people couldn't. Am I off on
was
that?
it? Damn, I'm misremembering.
I don't think
that. I
Gus
thought the
Stang
Stingray
gave her
did
the
it.
power to blow up things heart initially, but I could be misremembering that. I don't remember for a fact, but
I thought it was the Stingray that did it. I could be wrong too.
but maybe I am again. Maybe I'm off. If I you know what, I'll amend it into I'll pin a comment and amend it later if we're off on that. But yeah, she does seem calm right now, and the reason that I'm right. Okay, thank you. I think she's calm too right now because I actually think she's probably filled her head with so much knowledge from the Ark of Knowledge. I think she's a lot more savvy about so many things in the tower at this point. What do you guys think?
Yeah, how long has she been gone?
I think it's
I would
about
hope
2
so.
years, about 2 years and some change, and she's on the
It ain't
mothership.
been longer. It ain't been longer
No.
than that.
No, it's only been 2 years.
Because didn't Bam train for like 80,000 years?
It was
2 years?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy.
I'm saying like now that he's been back, I don't know how long it's been, so it could be like 2 years and 4 months or something. But it's
maybe
Okay, no, I'm just making sure it's 2 years, 2 years.
okay.
But
maybe Gus Stang has a hyperbolic time chamber.
Mm.
I don't know. To me, I think the thing that piques my curiosity is what Rachel's other wishes were.
yeah,
If she even
I
used
think
any.
did she use one?
No,
Dang,
we
now
don't.
my memory's really bad.
We don't know. We know she got the 3 wishes, and then we didn't see her again. And we all thought that one, because we know she's canonically ugly. We thought one of them would be to fix her appearance, and we all had the speculation that it's because she's obsessed with Arlene. She made her character avatar on the hidden floor similar to Arlene Grace. That's why ICARUS looked the way that they did. Rachel looked the damn same. So, with that being said, I'm actually personally under the impression right now she's used none of them yet. I don't know if you guys share my sentiments. She's pretty conniving, man. She's pretty it's hard to call it like direct, just like straight up IQ and intelligence, but she just knows how to play the game. You know what I'm saying?
You know me. I think she's. I've read my top 3 with Kuhn and Chip. Out of like the first 4 regulars, I have her intelligence really.
It's hard for me to explain, but I think she's a better manipulator than she is just being completely super intelligent. But I hear what you're saying. I don't think she's dumb.
Yeah, she knows how
she's
to
not
put herself
dumb.
in good position.
Yeah.
She'll grovel if she has to. She'll talk logic. She'll talk emotion.
Mm.
She just knows what to say to certain people, to the right people.
2 years is like a weekend in the tower. I know time was differently there. That's true, but yeah. So, okay, let's kind of go through the chapter a little bit then. So it starts off with Shalal and Alal talking, magenta and blonde hair are in. It's gonna be so funny, bro. Talking about, she said something, she had a bad feeling what's going on. And then I think one of the ships appear to where she's near at. So then we kind of cut back to Ness a little bit with Sophia was there. And she didn't look tired to me, but she was saying that she couldn't actually keep up what she was doing for much longer. She didn't look that tired to me, honestly, so she kept a really good like face about it. But what I actually found interesting here is just because she is able to sense trauma ray come and go, and she was one of the few that did it immediately. And it's kind of like, I'm kind of wondering if other people's senses are just trash. Because I still want to know how Gus Stang ain't know that. Not Gus Stang, I'm sorry. Hajin Sung had no idea that a family head was on the same floor as him. Like I find that very strange. Unless Charmer can suppress himself, we got no reasons for that. But you got a Mew Love cameo. He was there. He was flowing. I saw him. And then we got the pink hair girl from F.U.G. say, "Where's Namo?" The one that got bodied by White. Do you think that's gonna actually amount to anything major or no?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Like, are you with me that like I think I laughed when I was reacting. Like, no one cares about this. Is that just me?
It's kind of sad.
Anyone in the
more
chat
than
care
anything.
about Namo and whatever? Okay, no, all right, fair enough.
I mean, I'm still wondering.
They remind me of those twins from Teen Titans. Those like little speedsters, the plus and minus dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
That's what they remind me of.
I'm still wondering when they're gonna go get Yiwa back because she got kidnapped and like nobody did it.
She gone. She gonna play it. She gone.
Like, and the captain was just here.
Yeah,
But anyway, that's
Massey and Menos, they were cool, but I forgot about her actually. Shit. they said who? My headcanon is that she just rushed in and was being reckless. I think everyone was sensing trauma right afterwards. I was think fair. Okay, that's fair. I suppose. I laughed, white bodied her, and I still feel more sad for him. That's actually not wrong. Like I feel bad for White or anything. Okay, so here's a part of the chapter I actually think is gonna obviously amount to something because Machete changed the teleportation location of where Aguero and company were going. Massive thing has stopped. What happened? Has the family head left? And she's speaking with the boss or the captain, depending on what translation you go by. And she's like, the matter of the situation, it won't affect the conversation that we just had. And she's like, I find what you're saying to be interesting, intriguing, and I always go where my curiosity leads me.
Love her so much, man.
She's a chaos merchant for real. She's like, oh, okay, that sounds interesting. Fuck what I was talking about earlier. Like what? Like I love it though.
She's literally like I'm damn near like the readers. She's just like, oh, you know what? This is interesting right now. How about we hop over there?
She's not in my top 3 princesses, but I respect her.
Who's
She
out
is
3?
top 1 for me right now until the door shows up.
And Dorsey, Yuri, and Graham. Come on now, let's be realistic.
I'm not mad at you. Yuri's a good answer. That's the only one I respected, to be honest. I don't even hate the other two. It just Garam had the cool info dump, but like not a Garam stan or anything like that. But you know,
Garam just looked
great.
hot.
Yeah, and then
That's
I don't care about Uber Chan. Bong Bong Merchant is not moving me, but she's cool. She's fine.
Yeah, Mr. Hater.
Yuri's great though. I love Yuri. The captain making moves. Yeah, the captain. Like, I really think his interjection into this arc is the actual like monkey wrench that I never even thought about considering. Because when he was in the suspendium, I just think that's such a. It's just. SIU has all these moments where I'm like, this is what I expect from you. Go back to this. When that nigga was running, the hatchling, the local.
I was just gonna bring that up. So when he was running,
that
like,
was
keeping up with him?
so good. He's like, wait. Listen, I'm not even saying I'm running full speed or whatever the case is, but like, I am a high ranker. I think he was a high ranker. Maybe he's advanced ranker or ranker, but I think he's high.
He was advanced. He was advanced.
Okay. But he's about to become he's a candidate to become one of the leaders of one of the families. He's like, how is this random regular foot soldier keeping up with me? Nah, stop. I'm like, where has this shit been for so long, bro? Like it's like he has these moments where he like gets his brain back. Because I still will argue that the stuff with Holland, I call him P Diddy, but Poor Diddy, and Jin Sung was great. Showed me that high rankers have experience. They think, he's like, oh man, I should have brought my best one. I'll have to use quantity over quality. And then he wasn't arrogant enough to try to fight Hajin Sung alone. He said, Holland, you support me from the back. And then Hajin Sung, when they changed their plan to make them be in the sensory range of trauma ray, he was like, hey, yo, they switched up tactics. They're hitting the step back. We noticed, but are you still going to charge? Bab's like, yeah, my friends are there. So he willingly went into a trap. He sprung the bear trap knowing what it was. And I'm like, and also I think Holland or one of them, I think it was Holland, he mentioned that he was a massacre of the Ha family. And I just don't think people regular people or just like casual readers understand as a storytelling mechanism how important those little things are, and I just appreciate that. And Horny Bird was funny too. Shout out the Horny Bird, the fucking owl. He tried to get owl cheeks. Like that shit funny. Like that's like the Tower God I kind of remember. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree. I think also this might be why I also just like the Prominence family so much is because like they're the first competent organization we've ever seen in the entirety of the Tower.
mm-hmm.
Except maybe probably Wolkai's son. You could maybe make an argument for it, but it's been so little. But I mean, like they came in and they've done their thing. The only people that have been stopped by them are like other people of extremely high level and power. But their competency throughout the entire thing has been very good. But it's also really interesting because their family had leaders like the most like I don't give a shit about none of this.
Because when he deployed his Shinwan Ryu, I didn't realize he didn't like set the auto attack like people. He just went after any and everything. Because didn't Spider Mommy say like if I didn't have this shield, I'd be cooked? I was like, God damn.
It looks like her son's dead. I don't know if he is or not.
Was that wait? Well, I think we saw the hybrider go. Wait, did Sicarius pass away? Good for him. Rest in piss, bozo. If he died.
Yeah, I think Zacharias died. Wait,
he was hating on the goat mule love. He was hating. He's gotta go. That's the right answer. So, I'll give Caliban and Yama a pass because they're meatheads. I've seen a lot of raw readers clowning on Trauma for being dumb. Thoughts? I don't think he's dumb. I think the problem with Trauma Ray is just the problem that I generally have all across any medium when you have characters that are just so insurmountably more powerful than the characters around them. They're forced to have a mental, emotional, or personality flaw. So with Trauma Ray, it's just like I just don't care about trifles. I don't care. It's not important to me. I'm not going to interfere. If you think about Big Mom, it's like, oh, mothering mode and hunger pangs. And like, you got to do something contrived like that. So I just think it's just continuing that trend. I don't think he's dumb. I think he's a freak, though. Oh, my goodness, he's a freak. So I cannot wait any longer. Bam. Breed one of the princesses tonight type beat. Like, so yeah. Evenkel couldn't even be a proper mentor.
Because y'all keep saying it like that. Yeah. That's what makes it funny. But I really think he probably just literally looked at it like some type of science experiment.
Yeah, I know. What is this funny?
No, the way you say it though, it's like
no, because he's looking at the screen like I can't wait any longer. I do it tonight. Like, why you? Good,
like, yeah, no, that is a wild statement.
He said, I give you a house, a crib, food, money. Fuck already.
It's definitely crazy. Like, what's wrong with him?
Yeah. So the destination eyes change to a place I don't know. Hey, if we head there, you won't be able to meet Bam again. Hey, you crazy hag, are you listening? Stop the warp now. And she's like, you'll want to get one day meet again if you're going full circle, little ones. Have a nice trip. Very nonchalantly teleports Aguero, Rack, and the company to a place. Wait, actually, can I just make sure? Actually, I'm gonna put this on screen for a quick second. You guys tell me. Okay, so it's Haoryun's there, and Haoryun's the only one with a speech bubble. With ... which I think is actually significant because she probably knows where they're going. I don't know if anyone maybe I'm overthinking that, but let me just.
She knows everything that she needs to know anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this on screen real quick because I want to showcase this scene because I actually can't tell who this is. So someone could help me here because it's like a random body just floating. I'm like, who is that? I don't know who that is. So right here. After they get like the warp here, like this person just like dead. Like who is that? Is that Liboric? Who am I looking at? I don't know who I'm looking at. Somebody is just dead on screen. Like who is that? I don't know who that is. Like I literally can't tell. Oh shoot. So yeah. So said the black kill, please. Oh no way! I just said Liboric. I said that because I kind of want him to die, but I don't. I know it's not actually Liboric.
Yeah, I'm saying no. I said ain't no way.
Yeah, because Liboric is where Caliban is, and Caliban's okay. I was kidding.
No, yeah,
Caliban's fine. His hand's back. I don't know if that's a mistake, but his hand is back. His arm is back.
I think that's Sicarius because his mom's in the panel next panel.
Okay, but that
might be Sicarius. I think
It's
Oh, they said
it's
it's McCage.
McCage. Who's that?
McCage is the isn't that the one? He has the horns. I can't.
Tower of God, McCage.
I think he has the horns. He's like purple. Yeah. Hey, I know my Tower of God characters. Yeah.
Oh wow! This guy? That's funny. Wait, Vince, you know what we talking about?
That's what I was talking
No,
about.
no, I'm saying I'm not Vince. No, I'm gonna put on screen as this guy, the guy who was like controlling the game, like from behind the scenes. He was behind the scenes the whole time. It got packed. that's so funny, bro. What the fuck?
Like, why is he just floating, bro?
You really died. Like he was not a part of any of this. That's so fucking funny, dude.
I saw you did more stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel bad for
That's
him.
funny. That's funny.
That's on par with Redbeard and the two others. You know, like the two others. That's funny, yo.
I would like to play a Tower of God game. Like, who is this? Who just died? That would be great. That would be core of the game. Like, who is that? Like, do we know?
That's such a bad way to go out. You're literally chilling in the White House doing your thing, and a family head just throws a giant like fish at you. You just die.
That's so funny. But he really just wrecked everyone. So Spider-Man only blocks it. It wasn't for the shield that my Lord bestowed upon me, I would have died. So we're just kind of seeing a little more destruction. So Caliban, I'm gonna put it on screen for a second just so you guys see. But do you guys put any real stock into this, that he has both arms back, or is that a mistake, or do you think that it was low key? Because I thought it was possibly healing slowly, because if the hole in his stomach, I guess, came back, I don't think it's crazy that he gets his limb back and he's blessed by Shinsu. Do you think his arm is actually back, or SIU just fucked up?
I think it's an error, but I mean, I think it would be cool if it's back, but I don't know. I kind of feel like it's an error.
Okay. And shout out to this panel of LaFave. It's really cool. I just like it.
Yeah.
I like her. She's shooting bazookas with heels on. She different, man. I fuck with her.
Yeah, she out here being 007.
Yeah, that's why I asked Michael, because I know that he's messed up the arm, and sometimes he's drawn it on the wrong hand. So that's why I actually thought it was a mistake. So, anyways, so we get the Nest episode ending, and I want to take this opportunity to ask you guys, how is it that we overall feel about the Nest?
It was better than the dog arc, but I still don't think it's a great arc by any stretch of the imagination.
Miles? You're getting bodied right now. If you're talking, I don't know if he's talking right now because he went.
Oh, did my?
All right, you're back.
Okay, yeah. So you went to the gulag for a second. Nothing.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
If it was if it wasn't for the Damon White shit, I'd be so much higher up. But that shit was so fucking bad. It just brings the entire arc down for me a bit.
But even then, that was really bad. But even then, the cat game felt kind of thing, and then we got tired of the Yama, and like there were good moments, but there's also a lot of low points.
It was fine, but it was just, yeah.
I think that's probably like a solid 7. It's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's better than a dog. If the dog's like a 5 or like a 6, this is like a 7.
And
I think I would give.
I still like it more
like
than
the
the last
Twilight
station and the beginning of the cage. Personally,
I still think I like 2/3 of the last station better than this, but yeah, last station.
No, I think I agree with you. Like I think I don't know, maybe from top to bottom I do, but the last station is just like where I knew.
Yeah, the ending is really
Let's see. I think it's back. Liborg bounced a long time ago. Did you really? I thought I saw him this chapter. Maybe
this is just so much insanely better than the dog arc. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, just like. It's almost like you had greatness, and it's like you want some poop. It's like I didn't like that. It's like, okay, here's something slightly better than poop. Like it's better than the poop. Like it's like
yeah.
Like here's some like dirty strawberries. It's better than the poop.
I'm not even that low on the cage, honestly.
I am.
I think it's probably the arc worst, but I'm like not even like that low on it.
That arc fucking stinks.
Yeah,
man. It's not a 3,
and it was not a great weekly experience. And I don't care what anyone tells me.
That
That shit matters
good.
to me. My experience still matters. I'm not gonna act like it changes the contents of the narrative itself, but my experience fucking matters to me. So I'm reading that shit weekly, and I'm in the mud. It's not great.
Because
You weren't
the
rocking
whole
with Vinci?
dog arc just started bad, bro. It started with just like, oh, you know what? Let's just rush through and bring Coon back to life.
love the
Like this
last
Yeah,
one,
station?
y'all.
Yeah, I thought I don't. Okay, I think sometimes let me say it here to make it clear. I think the last station is where the fissures and cracks of future parts of the story rear its head, and to me, in the most obvious of ways. So that when season 3 started and it was bad, I honestly felt validated. I'm like, it was so obvious that we were gonna have these type of problems, because it starts in the last station. The last station isn't bad from top to bottom, but to me, it's the beginning of Tower of God really starting to have problems. So that's why when I look at it, I can't look at it too fondly because I'm like, this is where it started, you know, and the power scaling getting even more abysmal starts there too.
Yeah.
So that's
And Tower of God, I think, is one of those series where the power
and then my
scale
thing is, I
is
just got like
very crucial.
little details that I remember that makes up like when SIU was trying to lie to us during the dog arc.
In the blog
like,
post,
Bam,
we can't say he's rocket
like
level
stuff like
because
that.
he didn't
Stuff
use
like that
Hobo
doesn't help.
transformation. And I'm like, did Bam use the Black Mars, Thorin 1, Thorin 2? Like, no, he's nothing. Stop.
Yeah, Ghost randomly pops up, and I'm like, why is Ghost here? And all sorts.
But yeah,
I still want to know what Ghost is, but
I probably rate this the same as the last station. I think the last station's like a 7 for me, maybe 6.5.
Yeah, it's the same.
So yeah, it's probably like rated the same overall. But the part of the reason that like I could never really hate this arc, to be honest, is you probably can guess what I'm going to say. Mio loves in it, so it's just gonna get an automatic 5 minimum, and then we'll decide what the rest is. And I personally think if the Caliban stuff ended better, with like just in general, like he just literally bent the knee, and like, what's gonna happen? Rather get a bunch of off-screen stuff he did. I don't like that. Think him quote unquote betraying the army temporarily, making a truce with Bam and all that stuff. It just fizzled out. Like, oh no, the Charm Race here, and they just got thrown to the wayside, and I actually don't like that. So
yeah, especially since he felt so important from the moment
he
showed up on screen. We're just like, oh, this guy is a major important. And then when he felt like he got betrayed, they took his position.
Ghost is
like,
definitely
man,
not
guy.
V. Unless someone was trying to convince me Ghost was a reanimated V, but I'm just not gonna go there.
You know what? Nah, you're right. Let's not go there. Cause I said that's what it is. I don't even know what to tell you.
His name is Ghost. He got the ponytail like me.
Oh, yeah, that's the first thing I
or have you
thought
ever
of.
heard the theories that that's the 24th man? Sorry, sometimes it just that's the 24th man. I actually had somebody trying to convince me of that too. I remember, so it's just kind of funny.
Why not?
You know, like this is Bam's 25th life or try or the version of him that was resurrected. So there's a lot of stuff too. So
24th Bam is cool.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of some of the moments I liked. I like when the very beginning of White. I like Yasaracha.
Yasaracha was really well handled in my opinion.
Yeah, I like Machine Chaos.
The captain.
Yeah, it's really good.
I like
some of the Haigh-Rankers when they first show up.
I like Perseus. I like the little be a family heads. I like them all except for the Windbird leader core. He's trash, and the one who throws
he's trash.
The one that had the girl, the monkey throwing poop is not raw either. But.
I like Traumary.
I did too. All things considered, I know I clown him a lot. He's fun to make fun of, but he's cool.
I think it's also interesting.
Liborg, not for me, but I understand it.
Liborg's fine.
Yeah, he's whatever.
He's fine. He had really good potential. Like, I feel like he could have really been one of the greatest characters in the series. I really did.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
He's
like
somebody
said
power source, bro. Sorry.
Like somebody said it in the chat. A lot of things kind of just felt kind of unfinished.
Yeah, because someone said Caliban had 3 fights and none of them ended. Like, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, everything just fizzled out. But my thing is, I've been seeing that in Tower of God for a while. I'm like, when's the last time, for the most part, we got a fight from start to finish without something weird happening? Somebody.
Michael is. Yeah, go ahead. It's actually crazy to me that Arya is with us and alive, and they made a big deal of that guy with the souls who had like the goblin dude and him and all. Like he like didn't amount to anything, and like the uncontrollable monster they couldn't stop, that even that like souls guy couldn't beat, and that yes, Ratchet had trouble taming and used to like not be controlled ever or whatever. Hybrid like kind of dies too. Like, I just don't like. I hate pump fakes like that. That's my problem. I just because I don't think that was necessary. You know, because what did the hybrid really amount to? Like the most important thing about it is something we got like pretty recently, which is that he studied it to not be controlled. That's actually what I'd argue is the most important thing about the hybrid. I don't know if you guys agree with that though, but
I agree. Yeah, the hybrid didn't do anything.
like you gotta stop doing that nonsense. He really does. So a lot of for his storylines. So yeah, again, not the worst, not the best.
Oh, okay, guys, I'll be back.
All right,
Maybe.
Okay.
all right, not the worst, not the best, but let's continue. Right, so
Remember,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, remember when people said Ari is a consequence for Bam fighting White,
Oh yeah,
and then she got revived. So
yeah, I remember that.
good times. I love our community.
I just love that it's on camera. So if anyone lies about it, the footage is right there. You know, so people be lying and try to like, nope, you said what you said. So still crazy to think the workshop is able to find ways to get around the tower to a certain extent. Those guys can do whatever. Go. So we got Doom, Moron, Karaka, Yama, Dying Cat, Han Sung Yu, and they don't know where they're at, but well, not at that point, but somewhere else in the tower now. What we see seems like the warp is over. So we see Holland. I don't remember the hatchlings, but the one that got is that a jab that Caliban backhanded with the blue hair, the girl with the sea urchins, and then Holland, Perseus, and P Diddy. Where do they warp to? They warp to the Ark of Knowledge, the mothership of the Lopobia family. Isn't that insane?
Yes.
Now, before I go into something, because Gustang says something that's strange to me here, where he says, you guys did it first. Is this time? Did the warp mess with time? Like, let me kind of let me actually pull it up. Cause maybe it'll be better if I kind of visualize it. Give me a second. So Gustang is there. He's talking about things. All right, let me just pull it up here. Bada boom, bada bing. So here, Lord Gustang, what brings you here? What brings me here? You came up and set up camp right in front of our territory. I can only let you trick me to a certain point, Kirin. Where is your family head? I came all the way here and he's nowhere to be seen. He's truly become one with the chair since he's been on it for such a long time. First of all, he's talking shit. I love it. That's that. It's a huge problem. Blah, 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 blah. It's like the home you worked so hard to build will disappear. He ashes his cigarette and it blows. That's so cool. Chamare, that jerk. He's taken such a long time to appear. He said that as if Chamare sent those three in front of the Ark of Knowledge before he came here. That's why I'm asking the question. Did it not come across like that to anybody else, or am I tripping? Or is he the one capping about it?
So I initially took it as just like when the kind of like the thing of like the Lopobia going to attack the Hobada family. It was supposed to be covert.
He said the word set up camp.
See, this is so hard because I don't even know what floor, if they're all on the same floor or not still. That's my thing that's bothering me with this. Are they still jumping through floor levels? Or are we still all on just floor 60, just in different spaces on floor 60?
We're on 50. Well, we were on 52. I don't know. It's a good question.
Because
unless they're in the middle area, they're actually in the middle area. We don't know that.
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm like, I took it as the warp is taking them to like high levels, like 60 or something, and they're like, so I don't know. Like to me, I think it depends on that. Because I kind of took it as Gustang just figured out their plan of coming towards them, and he's like, you're the one. Like I took it as like you're the one that technically started this battle with me because you're the one that is coming up on my like turf. So I'm just murking y'all first. To me, I thought it was interesting because I don't know if he's dicking around or not with like. Does he not know Chamare isn't here?
It's like
or is he just saying that?
A fake preemptive strike, like, oh, you sent the nuke first, so I'm here. It's like, no, but knowing that the nuke was somehow going to get sent? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because then again, they appear. By the way, I don't think they're on the same floor because the same floor, the mothership of the Lopabia and the Pobedao probably is on the same floor. Because remember, Aguero and them then teleport in front of Gustang on the floor of the Lopabia's mothership, so they're in front of him. So then I'm like, okay, he seemed genuinely surprised they appeared here. So I'm like, is he not? What's going on? Why did he say that? Like, I think that's a weird piece of dialogue that I can't really wrap my head around because he actually looks surprised. I'm gonna pull it up here again. So we'll disappear. God, it's a good panel.
Oh, that is true. You're right.
So like,
so
boom,
then yeah,
he's a question mark, and then it's like, what? Where? He's like, what? He's like, what is this? And they're in front of him now. So it's like he's literally look question mark. He's confused. Like, it's interesting though. There's a lot of intrigue here. I know my mind's going like a million thoughts a minute, but it's so interesting. It really is. But
well, do you have a question? Do you think Vicente should recognize Gustang?
Yes. Or White inside of him should be like, hey, yo, that's a family head? I don't know. But yeah,
because
here's the thing: some of those guys have seen their family heads. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
They have similar presences because, like, you hear a lot of people comment things like, Machani's saying like, I look at Bam and it looks like I'm staring at my father. You see like some of the what's the other one I'm trying to remember? Oh, damn it! There's examples though. If another one comes to me, I'll say. But there's examples of them.
White,
White,
Bam.
White, because of Arya Han and stuff like that. Like, they have a certain type of mystique around them to the point that when they first saw Bam, they're like, he's nothing like Urek because Urek was their kind of barometer or gold standard for irregulars. So I don't know. Interesting to think about though.
And because he's talking to Kieran, and Kieran's like, he instantly recognized him, which to me means like, I think we can both like admit Kieran's probably number 2 or 3. Like he was one of the 2 people that
could run the family
Percy.
when the family is not there. I definitely agree with that. I think you guys are right on that. I think I was the one that was reluctant to say that. I think I can. I agree. I agree. Now.
So it seems to me maybe like the few top of the commands, like 2 or 3s have probably seen the other family heads from one like reason or another. Because like Gustang like is like, oh, Kieran, like where he like so. I feel like Vicente or White, what he was, especially like all F.U.G Slayers, just I feel like by the nature of what they are, should have at least pictures or something. Like Luce, like I feel like I don't know if there's like a meeting, but I guess like Luce, like all right, these are the photos of the people we're trying to kill or something. So I feel like Vicente should be like, hey, that's Gustang, like that's a family head. So I'm really curious on that. Like I think it would be weird if he doesn't say anything.
Yeah. I swear they got to Google images. No one seems to recognize these important figures. Yeah, it's one of my biggest issues with this series, where rankings are based on recognition, influence, and power, but you can't recognize the people who are at the top. But again, I don't know. Maybe you don't have TV or cable or Emily. I don't know.
I would give a pass to the family heads, but not Urek, because Urek is.
I actually would agree with you because a lot of them are pretty recluse and don't really come up like that.
But Urek is no excuse. He has a tattoo. Like
he has a tattoo and a sweater of the symbol of the fucking organization. He's a hoodie, has the 6 wings on the wings on the back. So, well, anyways, Path of Will, branch leader. Was this the right choice? Let's go quietly. There's no so they're trying to infiltrate. I actually think, like, I hope this is interesting. I really like the idea of the Lopobia family being like on like the Path of Will, like Arc of Knowledge and stuff. Like I think that could make for some interesting things happening here.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think the person who says you're here, drifters, I think he knows for some reason. That could just be my like gut instinctual feeling. But he said drifters. I can read a phrase as whatever. It's like written in Maxethian, so I know what it says. How can gods bring upon blah 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 blah? And then he basically says, why are you the only person alive? Is it better to be alive or is it across there? They're reading a book from a novel called A Drifter from Robinson Crusoe. And he's kind of just going on to it, and he's like, it's unfortunate you arrived at the mighty and generous Paul Bedell family's mothership. Furthermore, I'm like, he knows that they're new to the ship, right?
Yes.
But I did see some other people there. So maybe it's like an influx of new people or newcomers who are seeking knowledge or want to be able to read or something of the sort. So that's why he said that, and he didn't actually pinpoint them out. What do you think?
But it looks like their hands are imprisoned.
Are they, wait, I thought they were just in their sweater hands. Let me actually zoom in. That's interesting. I actually thought that I thought they were pretending to be there because they're like, we have to hide that we're branch leaders somehow, and
That's what I thought at first too. But like, I kind of took those things. It's kind of like you're like in like those weird like metal tubes that like lock your hands or something. So I don't know.
So that's no, you're right. They are locked. What the fuck? Later on, they're locked. Sorry, the other panel that I was looking at, it looked like their hands were just folded, but no, you're right. It's definitely like locked. So the disguise is just so they know they're not from the actual Lopobia family. And what I actually find interesting is Perseus fully like almost clan robed up, like rolled to the top, because it's gonna be very obvious for him because of his green hair or something. Like Holland is the one they probably might not know like that because he's like a hatchling maybe, but then again, if he's on the come up like that, and they know he's on the come up, I don't know. So that's very interesting.
That's what I kind of took at it, but even with Pooh Diddy, it's like your mask should also be very well known, so you should probably cover up too. Because just because your mask is covering your face doesn't mean anything.
He's social distancing, man. So.
Yeah.
But you're totally right, dude. My bad, bro. I actually honestly did not at all realize that they were captured like that. So I'm about to sound stupid as hell in my live reaction, but it is what it is. Because I did not point that out.
See, I kind of wish we got like the guy who was reading the excerpt, his rank, so I would be like more. I could make a better gauge because if he was like a high ranker and like he was like had like a part of the research from that shit, I would then probably say for sure he knows. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't know. Because when I see like Gus Fang is the most omnipotent, omniscient individual, and you're on his main ship, and his main ship is called the Ark of Knowledge, and the first son that we see of him is reading a book talking about, I know your new passengers here. It seems like he probably knows. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It seems like he should know everything. So
it's almost like he's kind of playing around, but damn it, I want to find the panel first. So give me a sec. Okay. Let me know if you think that I'm tripping. And you guys in the chat can say this too, because I actually think this is the same dude that you're talking about who called Gus Fang omniscient and omnipotent and stuff. So here's him here. He has a little weird monocle thingy here, and then there's his hair. So you guys can see that. Just take a good look at him. Then look here. I think this is the same person. I just think he has a like thing on his head, and he's in a different robe because he has that weird kind of monocle eye thingamajig on his face. I don't know if you guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping though, but
it does look like because that looks like it could be like a wig on top because the hair color.
Yeah, because he looks under it. I could see hair. It's like white here, but then again, I don't know if that actual monocle thing is some like status symbol or something. Like I have the knowledge that was been bestowed upon me. So
it looks like it could be him.
I think it's the same dude though. That's why I wanted to bring that up. I think it's the same person. So. Yeah. Okay. Actually, this panel is much more clearer. You can tell he's wearing something over his head. You can see the hair under it. So, I think that's the same person.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Yeah. So, that's part of the reason I was thinking that. But, all right.
So then I would for sure think he knows then.
Yeah. Okay. So you think because I wonder if Gus Fang like let him know something. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to say, but all right. The end. You see these two horrible people. Yes, a warp ship flowed in with unknown rankers inside. Pardon? A warp ship came into the mothership? That's quite the rare incident. And we see Lahel, Michelle Light, young Rachel, aka ICARUS, in the building. So, again, the reason why I thought this was going to be really good and important because I think that when Rachel is in the series, Tower of God is always at its best. The level of intrigue rises. The community gets super polarized because everyone hates Rachel. Some people love Rachel. Then you got some people who are kind of indifferent, more moderate takes on her. So I just think that like Tower of God just isn't what it is without the character that is Rachel. So I'm very excited. What's up, Lizard?
Yo. What's up?
Is there anything you want to chime in on about the latest Tower of God chapter? Because we actually went through most of it already.
I want to say, I think, besides the Rachel thing, I think the one thing I'm most excited about was the fact that Bam was separated from his friends, which is because, like, that's the thing that, like, I've been really wanting. I don't know if you guys, I think you guys, a lot of people want Bam to not be separate, like, to be separated
I was pretty indifferent. I didn't really care.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but, like, the way, like, I mean, I don't think Bam, like, if Bam's there, the tension, any tension that's in there is already gone. But I think he did it in a pretty nice way. Like, I think of people saying, how are you gonna separate his friends from his, from Bam or whatever. But he did it in a nice way, like, getting in the way. So I think that it'll be interesting what they do. And, like, the fact that Bam, like, he can focus on Bam separately from his friends is going to be really interesting. Probably the thing the thing that I like the most about this chapter. And then the whatever the captain has with plan with Machine is interesting idea.
Okay. Yeah, the captain, AK or the boss, being with Machine was easily some of the most like I just think that I don't know, I love his involvement in there. He just completely derailed so many things. But I thought this chapter was really good. We're out the nest. We'll see what's coming next. Is it the whole ever elusive princess war? Was it finally coming? I still think that's a fan made arc for the most part. I'm not saying I don't want it. We'll see what we're gonna get next. Like, do you have any idea of like what's gonna be what we're gonna be doing next? Like
I want to see what Yuri is on. That's really what I'm thinking.
Well, we're not getting that.
I want like a break. I want downtime. That's what I really want.
Downtime is good as well.
Maybe it'll happen when I don't know. I'm not getting that one thing. Because I know what you mean. A lot of these stories, they really need that, so you can kind of reset. It's mad annoying when it's just go. You see, this thing is epic, right? But this is even more bigger, epic, stronger, better, longer, maximum power. It's like, oh, give it a rest. Let me rest. Give it a rest. So I'm with you on that, man. I have no idea what to expect, to be honest.
I don't either.
Yeah. I think it would be a good opportunity just to see like where everybody in the world, like, not even go into arc specifically, but just like go in like end of One Piece arcs where the Oda just goes to the rest of the world and says, "Oh, these guys are doing this, you guys do this." So this would be a good opportunity to do that for Steve and just like set up
Wagner.
Endorse's group is doing this in the background, so you lose know that. But yeah, it's just.
AA's group is pretty
like
much on the same floor as BAM.
All the family heads. So
Huari is basically a BAM GPS fair. Sorry. Captain seems cool. Trying to see BAM and blonde hair girl meet, especially with trauma right here. Yeah, I actually would like to at least have some type of face to face. Is Rachel in my top 3 favorite characters? No. If you're talking to me, no. Rachel is not in my top 10 favorite characters. I'm not a Rachel fan. I'm just indifferent on her. Rachel was a character that I was like most people at the beginning. I hated her. She made me real life mad. Anytime she came on screen, my blood would boil. But I just like the Haigh-Rankers who have lived for many centuries. Over the years, the mind, the rage dissipates. I just got over it over time, and I got older, and I started to understand her a lot better from like going through my own trials and tribulations in the real world of life. You know what I'm saying? So Rachel is fine. I'm indifferent, but I don't root for her, if that makes sense. I mostly like Rachel because I think she makes Tower of God interesting in what it is. I want to be on land again. Enough floating in ships, fair. I think Karaka's team is gonna find a new Slayer. Maybe Seto. I think Seto was the one that went back to sleep. No, it was a Peppa. Peppa Mejora or Seto's one that went back to sleep, right? So I actually think it'd be someone else because he just went to sleep. But then
No,
again, maybe because he just went to sleep, he'd be the one that did wake up. What do you guys think?
Isn't Peppa more? No, isn't Peppa Sato as well? It's like Peppa something.
Yeah, that's
Sato.
what I meant. I can't. I don't remember his
Yeah.
first name. Peppa the More Seto.
You go first. I have to think about this.
I'm sorry, I didn't even hear the question.
All right, man. We moving on.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I can answer that. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like too many Slayers at once kind of thing. Maybe you want to like, do other things if that makes sense.
Oh, well, what's up? We're talking about. So, what was the question about Slayers?
Well, hold on. This is just funny to me. I'm sorry. I have to show this. This is in the comments. A manga, anime, Netflix adaptation, and it's fucking me poo over there. Oh Christ! Sorry, I didn't see. I just scrolled to the comments for like 2 seconds. That's what I saw. So that's crazy. Oh man, give my man Karaka some cool moments. Doom seems more and more like fodder. He is fodder, honestly. And this is coming from a Karaka fan. Like I know what's become of him. I've accepted it. It is what it is. My plan is to latch onto a new Slayer that's introduced. That's not like Myanmar or White or like Slayer brand that they can. Bam. I need someone else to rock with. Maybe Mort.
Oh no, these Slayers might be mid, but I don't know.
You might be right. I might have to just disassociate from F.U.G.
I think Loose Lake is gonna be sweet, but that's like
I'm a bike Ryun stand now. Fuck it. So Hawaii Hike song. We try to get the tower, nigga. Fuck the towers.
Listen,
Stay here.
join the best regular. Join the best regulars. Hard. Join us.
I thought you were gonna say Phantom Minimum.
right. Jahar do go crazy. That's my guy.
I kind of like him. The more I read stuff, the more I like his antagonists. Also, what do you think of the future will be a family of Gustang blows up their mothership? Ray was calling much of the family home for the war of the Pobedao. Gustang destroys her. He's killing her. Yeah, I think it's one of those things that, like, there's a part of me that believes Tramray probably doesn't necessarily care about the like literal individuals. Maybe someone like Kirin if they pass or something, because again he can run stuff without him being there. But I just think it's one of those things where he just looks really bad and weak. It's like, a country having like a very important part of the military, unit or whatever taken out, and it weakens the whole country. So his family is just now weaker and more susceptible to being attacked by other families as a result of losing like the mothership or the base or having a lot of them go. So that's at least how I see it. I don't know if anyone else sees it the way I do. It's he takes a political and like actual like military hit. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I just think the issue is like, if Gustang does just wipe him out, then Tramray could just go and wipe out Gustang's family. Like when these guys are just so far above everything else, it's just so weird because it's like Tramray's like, anything you do to me, I can just repeat to you.
Like as long as no other family head is protecting them, like anyone can easily wipe out anyone's entire family. I
Yeah,
that's a good point. Actually, that's a good point. Do you think they all have that like I don't interfere with you fucking mongrels mentality, or that's a Tramray specific? Or do you think that maybe some of them have their own weird version of that?
I think some do. I think some are probably really like close. Gustang is weird because I feel like most of Gustang is gonna be one of that like who's the most useful type beat.
Okay.
I feel like that's how he's gonna view his family. Because I feel like after like Ine, I don't know if he like really cares as much about his other children. I feel like he's like, this is my only real kid. You guys are kind of like fake. I don't know. So it's like you guys got to prove your worth type stuff.
I think that makes sense for Gustang. Just be like, how much are you worth? Like they're like tools if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And he'll use you, but he will work.
I would want
to. Yeah, go.
I was gonna say with Haigh-Rankers, I don't even know if I want to give Haigh-Rankers the benefit of the doubt of like loving her kid. Because she has that weird like matriarchal thing where like the dudes just get shitted on, right?
Yeah, I was gonna just say I know she's hands off because doesn't she let the twins run the whole thing?
Competing with the family.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
you know,
but
yeah.
that's the issue. They're like fighting each other consistently.
Mhm.
Are
They,
we sure? I don't
they
remember
both
this,
claim
but
it. Yeah, because they both
okay,
claim like they want to like own it, and it's like
That's a good point, Irene. By the way, that's a good point. But
yeah, but that's still things where she's hands off and she just lets she's like I think most of them are actually just hands off and like they really don't care if that makes sense.
yeah.
They're jaded.
Yeah.
I don't think they really care that.
I think maybe the one that's probably the most in touch is Hendo because he has to like make sure everything's right so he could live longer potentially.
I'll say this. What I think. Wait. Damn it! I lost my train of thought. Oh, bonjour, mon cœur. Well, damn it! What was I gonna say? Sorry, the game. The game did something, and I got sidetracked. Sorry,
We're talking about the family heads and their relationships and how they view their children, yada yada.
Oh, I think it's depending on who it is. That's all. I could see like some of them caring a little bit. I could see some of them being like, I just care about the like ones that are useful, like I could say good like yeah, I fuck with Macheni. Macheni's a princess, blah blah, whatever. Like maybe not like random guy over here like Kun Ran, like who? It's like who? Which kid is this? Like I could.
But he's from the main He's from the main family.
He's a direct descendant, I'm pretty sure too.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm just
they
saying.
definitely don't care about none of those side guys. They're like, man, who the hell are you?
You gotta become something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but
Guerrero.
the Kun family has that like weird
Yes,
like.
Rachel is back. Sorry,
What is? It's not a battle royale. But what is the thing that they have? Where like, so like you have to like do like some competition and survive to be considered part of the family.
Oh, they had that little. Yeah, they had their weird little like screening, whatever. I know you're talking about from the beginning. We heard about it with like what's it like with was it Maria? Was it that early? Actually, what the hell?
Well, Maria was with the princess stuff.
Yeah, but
right?
I'm saying, but
Or was it both?
but I'm saying, is it around that time we learned about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was really early on. Yeah. Because I think from what I can gather, it seems like every family has their own form of screening process of like who can really be considered real members of the family, even outside of just direct descendants. It seems like because Pope Vidal, they have the research foundation. I assume there's some level of there's a weird matriarchal thing because what's old girl's name? Chian Ha?
Yeah, Chian Ha. When we got the backstory with her and her father when she was training and stuff like that.
Yeah, because even though she was even though she's still super powerful, like she doesn't even have like the same like level of prestige as like others. So like it seems like everybody has their own like specific.
You're right. Those families can all be matriarchies for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what that does, but we'll see. Wait, Vince, you're back?
Yes, I am.
There's a couple things you said about Rachel I want your thoughts on, but I don't remember what we said.
You just find them when you find them. Yeah, I was practicing. I was FaceTiming, practicing sign language.
You're just throwing up gang signs and jutsus over there, but
I hope not.
They're like, what is that? Oh my God, call somebody. Do you think that What do you think Rachel's like future involvement is gonna be? Oh, actually, I'll ask you this real quick first. By the way, do you think what do you think her reaction will be to Aguero being alive? Can it blow your heart up? Like,
yeah, I can see it being kind of like a mini comment, but I don't know. SIU's really weird when it comes to stuff like this. I don't expect her to like lose her shit. Okay. But maybe heard her comment. She's just like, "Oh, that guy's still alive." Like, oh shit, whatever. I guess not a big deal anymore. Because I can see her just being like, "Oh, it's not a big deal anymore."
Okay.
So I can.
Or I've moved beyond that because she got some knowledge.
X, Y, and Z.
Got her a little wish. She's like, I don't care what you do no more. You're beneath me.
Cockroaches are harder to kill. Type just be like,
a bug is a bug. She quotes it. She starts reading the book. Allow me to read you a passage.
I'm like, no, she got to do some stuff before she starts saying that. If she do some raw shit, then she can say it.
Fair enough.
You can't do that with no feet under your belt.
You want to see Maria? You feel it? You need it? I feel it. I'm looking forward to seeing Blossom, and I want to see. I actually do want to see Eurasia because of that one blog post. I won't lie to you. The accelerating Shinsu sticks in my craw a little bit, but I need you to free Anne, man. Free my princess. Free her.
She's my favorite.
Free
she
her.
might be my favorite family host.
Now.
Honestly.
Oh, wait, I got a question.
She's my
for
favorite
y'all.
princess I never met.
Now, I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
No.
Everybody keeps talking about this, this mythical, fantastical, legendary princess war.
I brought it up earlier. The elusive princess arc. Okay. Are we getting it?
Yeah, the elusive, elusive.
Is it coming? What do you think? I already answered.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't. I can't say no for sure, but I don't know if it's gonna happen like they think it's going.
Yeah.
I used to say no, but honestly, with Trauma even like mentioning like the two princess sisters and they're seemingly gonna have like more of an actual role, I think it seems like the princesses are coming slowly but surely back in the picture with Shinny here and stuff. So I don't know if it's gonna be a full arc. That might be kind of crazy, but like I don't know if it's gonna be a princess war, but I do think there's gonna be an actual conflict.
I agree. I agree with that. I don't know if it's going to be quote unquote a war because first of all, I use the word war very loosely when it comes to a lot of these manga and webtoons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what a war actually is. So like it weirdly because it feels like it shouldn't be that hard to look up.
Bam hair mark.
But I can see some type of gathering of princesses. Like
Princess.
It could be like an N Zahard like rescue arc, and all the princesses are going, and it's like just like a, I don't know.
Or
Bam
that's my
X
question.
Rachel or Bam X Ann. I don't think Bam and Rachel never to me had a romantic relationship. I've never looked at it that way. Actually, never.
Not even.
I think the anime Loki for a little bit maybe frames it that way, but I've always thought what it was. Like I always seen her more like Bam's mother figure.
Yeah, my thing is she always came off as like a guiding, like to me, like
everything.
That's the thing that doesn't like.
Sorry,
not romance. No, you're good. I say, but to me, like I feel like that's a pretty clear distinction because romance is more like, and even Bam Samara, didn't he call her ugly?
Yeah,
like,
he literally said she's not that great looking, and she lies to me a lot. But she's my friend.
Isn't Rachel scared of him as well? Like she said, he's like
yeah. There's enough implications there that you can say that she had just something about him scares her, and she wanted to get away. But
I feel like she's probably seen some type of like transformation he's had or something.
Or something inside of him maybe came out.
She never can't forget it, and that's why she's this way.
But yeah, I think some people like. I mean, I don't know. Like again, she taught everything that she knew. That's why I think the betrayal is so genius. Because it's literally her turning on the very lesson she imparted upon him when they were in that cave. Because she taught him how to like read and do certain things, and it's like, remember, Bam, don't you ever like betray or hurt a girl's feelings. Like I'll never. And the person who taught him that, and the person he knows and cared about the most is the one that betrayed him. That's why I actually think it's fucking genius. I think it actually is weaker if it's a romantic thing. I think it doesn't work as well. So, but I've said this before. I think when SIU said Bam hadn't met his love interest, I believed him
for sure.
And when Brand made that comment about Midori that changed to Adori, I actually really think that his love interest is going to be Adori. Some people have made the comment of Anne because Anne could probably relate to him being trapped or something. Blah blah. I don't hate it, but
I can see that too. Yeah. Also because she's at this point she's the most like disconnected from all this happening in the tower, so I can see it. Either way, like I don't know how fond I am of
you want Bam to kiss somebody? Ray Kumo said Aguero. There you go. Kiss Aguero.
Nah, speaking of Adori, dog, I was tripping because when what's her name, the blonde girl, Lahel, whatever.
You know me, I use semi terms: magenta heroine and blonde heroine.
Yeah, blonde hair in. Mm-hmm. I thought that was Adori for a second. I'm not gonna lie.
I actually did when I was reading. I'm not gonna hold you because it's somewhere random.
Because you see it from behind.
I saw from the back. I said, like, oh no.
She's so like she looks different now. Like we first see her, they doing the pigtail magic and all that. Now her hair's let down. We didn't know who and it's blonde. So your first thought is like, oh, that's Adori. No.
Because it was like, because it's kind of like
People
somewhere like
would-
unknown, blah blah. I'm like, oh, did they get teleported to friggin' Adora? I'm like, oh no, it's the other princess. Never mind. So nah,
Yeah,
with
never
you,
mind.
that got me too for a split second. I won't even hold you.
No, it did me too when I looked at it, because when I first saw it, because they dropped the spoiler, and I was like, is that a Dory? Nah, I'm like, no way. Like, nah,
Yeah.
can't.
But that being said, that scene moved me, man. I say you could do more of that fan service, bro. Thank you. I need it. I need it.
He said, actually pretty good.
I hope. I don't know. They might be. I just hope that. I just don't. This is a minor thing, but I don't like it when. I mean, I get it's bad, but like, it's one powerful. Like these princes not all the fall in love with. I mean, it makes sense. Like you know.
All I know
But
is
that's neither here nor
if Traumer gave me that offer, I feel like he'd probably like still want me gone because like I demand too much.
He might give it to you, to be honest.
I said,
really would.
because I'm saying first of all, I need a harem. One is not enough. I'll marry Elaine. I want her reinstated into the family properly. I want the debt. I want the debt gone. Like I mean, all kinds of demands. I also
But I
want
don't- but I
both.
don't feel
I want
like-
magenta and blonde hair in. I want their princess status revoked. I want no one bothering me about it. I want them in my room delivered by 3 a.m. Like I'm making.
Honestly,
I'm making
I don't think
demands, bro.
I don't think any of those are like probably big deals to him. He's just like, okay, I got plenty of kids. Plenty of
And I
kids.
want you
Because
and take your mask off. If you ugly, ain't coming.
What if he's a girl? What do you want?
That might get you
I'll be
killed.
sure.
So yeah.
Now if I was banned, I really would.
I realized I asked to get
not 'cause I'm a
banned.
good person.
Go ahead.
No, if I was banned, I would date that, not because I'm a good person, but if I'm like, banned with talent, I could get more close. If you know what I mean. like, don't limit yourself to one family. Just get the whole princesses. But yeah.
Trauma, what? I need more. He's like, oh, I need Alfine, Alfine. She gotta be there too. What the fuck? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Need her.
This man just said, give me every woman I've met today. All of them.
He's like, you don't think it being a little bit ridiculous? No.
Listen, man, I ain't know the tower was moving like this.
I thought they was trifles. I'm hitting him with that line.
Hey, listen, I understand Erdogan. Y'all was cooking up in here, man.
Are Bam and the Law gonna be couples in front of Trauma? I don't know, cause Trauma is with is on the one where Bam is, so wherever he got teleported, he's with them. Cause in the last chapter, I'm like, oh my god. He said, where do you think you're going with my ship? He was inside that bitch. I said, he left the chair. When? That shit was scary as hell, bro. So, yeah. But yeah, Gus Dang hasn't showered in 2 years, which I thought it was funny. But yeah, Anne hasn't showered in like how many years? But
They surrounded by Shinsuke's water though. They're surrounded by water.
That is the rationalization that I make. But like I said in the other stream, like I can't remember what we said, but I'm like, you think I don't know Zoro and Luffy canonically smell like booty butt cheeks? I know that. They don't fucking bathe. They stink, bro.
Let me not say
Luffy
something.
smelling like cheese in the hot sun. Like it's just body odor, just BO and no shower. So
Gomu no B.
so yeah. But honestly, I thought this chapter was really good. It was I hate saying this, but it could have possibly set up a lot of stuff. But I do think he needs to rein in a couple of storylines and plot points and kind of wrap them up or trim the fat, because I think there's a little too much, and I don't have faith that he will satisfyingly lead all of those to conclusions that people like. That's my ultimate takeaway.
Well, I agree with you, but my thing is just finish them though. If you're gonna do it,
Okay,
don't do it the way you did the Coon thing though. Like, can we please avoid doing that level of let's just get this over with? Because that was kind of shameless. How fast he just wanted to get that out the way. I'm not saying he got to spend like, Kubera link tying this all in to one another. Like I know he's beyond that. He can't do that. Like, I'm not gonna ask him to do anything like that. But just don't make it like so shamelessly fast that like we're just gonna skip through it. That almost seems like unimportant that it didn't matter. Because why even bother setting it up if it's not gonna matter in the first place? That was thing that was bad about the Coon thing. I don't mind him handling the Coon thing first when he did it. It's just that you made it feel so unimportant. Like, we all were sitting there like, Coon just heart blew up. And then you start season 3 and it's just like, whatever.
It's like, it's resolved in the third chapter in one chapter.
Right, like get Yiwa back, handle thing. I still don't understand, like you said, why he never handled the Elaine thing. Strange. Maybe he still can. I don't know. So
yeah, Yura and Lloyd pretend to be husband and a wife in front of. I read Spy Family, so I know about that. I like Spy Family. I gotta catch up because I feel like I don't know how far the anime is gonna go, but I think at some point people are gonna start spoiling me, so I'm probably gonna have to read up on it. But
once I haven't read any of it, I just watched the anime.
But yeah, Milios. She was looking kind of, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But I like Magenta Heroine more. I do. She was moving me. She's moving me with her fight against Hots. She was moving me. Can't lie to you. Something about pink hair, for the most part. I mean, I won't lie to you. Moron ruined it. She ruined the streak. But until her, that pink hair streak was going crazy for me, bro.
So, I have a question.
What's up?
Sophie left, right?
Sophie was on the floor. Oh, but did she leave to get warped away too? I think after she did the lighthouse stuff, she went inside the whatever they came in. Because they came somewhere different. They came in through their own ship. So I don't think that they're going to get warped somewhere random, if I remember correctly. She's probably with Gus, and whoever was there because she stayed back. I don't know, though. That's a good question.
Because I would assume she got attacked by the what's-his-names. So I'm curious if she would can recognize, Trom's here. So I wonder if she would contact Loose about what's happening.
Oh, she knows.
I don't think she
when she left, when Traumare left, she that existence is not there no more. I'm gonna pull it up. I can pull it up.
Yeah.
Too. Give me a sec. I actually closed my browser, but I'll pull it up because that's why I brought up the sensory thing because I found it strange Hodges-san could not sense him, but she sensed him when he first came, and then when he left, she was like that whatever that feeling was, it's gone. So,
I mean, low-key, Sophia being able to block his attack or
it's pretty crazy feat, all things considered. But yeah, so there it is here. She's defending herself and the thing they came on, the little needle, like they're disappearing. And the heinous presence also disappeared along with the divine sea creatures. Could it be that existence has left this place? I don't know exactly happened, but that's a relief. I was starting to reach my limit. I don't know if I could have endured it any longer.
Her design is, and like we talked about earlier when she first showed up on it, her design and presence is very unique so far in the scope.
So actually, sorry, they're on the one that Mew Love is on. So shout out to Mew Love. Mew Love cameos are always good.
Oh, poor girl.
But yeah,
where's
Nemo?
So, but my thing is if her being an elder, one of the most ancient beings in the tower, one of the most powerful, for you to feel a presence that makes you feel fearful, I feel like you could automatically infer is this a family head or something, right? Because who else would make you feel like that? Maybe a Dory, I guess, but
I don't
know. People in the tower are pretty dumb, though. You gotta realize, it's they really don't really think about things like that.
This is gonna sound really fucked up, but I realize that a lot of the times the general intelligence that a character can reflect in the series is always going to be dependent on the author and creative team.
Yes, you can't write someone smarter than you.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it there. but yeah,
Croc not knowing Yurik is still one of the craziest things to me.
It doesn't even fit with his character and how he was portrayed up until that point because he's smart, he's pragmatic. He talking about he only watched the goddamn news. Like, bro, what? You couldn't recognize?
That was fun. I'm not gonna lie. That's still one of the best things. That man made Joe a TV and he said, "Turn on the news." See, I kind of miss when Tower God was just funny too.
But that's
he said I don't want this. He's like, I like it. I like the news.
It's like I watch the news, man. He's like, bro, Heljo's like, I'm like, this is not moving me, bro. I have no other channels.
He said you gave me the same 3 issues of comic books. Give me something new. Oh, Heljo.
Why did they just bring up back a whole bunch? At one time? They were sneaking to get one comic book? That's kind of crazy.
Okay. Before I
He does
finish this
one
off, because you missed this
comic book
section,
every
Vince,
year.
I need your opinion on this.
Okay.
So I guess I'll put it on stream, just so you can see. Cause I was honestly trying to figure out what the hell Gustang was talking about, bro. Like his dialogue to me is slightly strange. Let me just find the
You
place.
think my boy Gustang wasn't cooking?
Oh no, he was cooking. He's out there, he's smoking, looking great. So this says before the warp, right? Mothership will be a family. So
I'm waiting for it to pop up on screen.
yeah. So he says, Lord Gustang. He's talking to QD. He's like, "What are you here? What brings me here? You came first and set up camp right in front of our territory. I can only let you trick me to a certain point, QD. Where is your family head? I came all the way here in order to be seen. Has he? This part's funny because I think he's like looking down at him here. Has he truly become one with the chair since he's been on it for such a long time? And he's like, basically, he's like, if he realizes he's not here, blah blah blah. He's like, hurry up and call him, or else your home, which you work so hard to build, ashes his cigarette, which is fucking awesome, and he blows the ship up. But it's the you guys set up shop in front of my territory first. The only thing that I can think of is the ship appearing in front of the Ark of Knowledge, but that's the mothership. I don't know if that's necessarily like where his estate, the Gustang Pobadao estate, is.
Now he could be. I don't want to give it too much credit, but he could just be making up an excuse because what is Kieran gonna say?
Okay, right. So then we run to problem number 2, because I'm with you. I'm like, is he playing him? Like he knew they were gonna teleport there? Is there some weird timey-wimey nonsense going on with the warp, right? But then when Aguero's team pops up in front of him, he's confused. He's like, what the fuck? He's literally confused. There's question marks above his head. He says, what is this? And then again, when Aguero and them like come to and they walk up, he's question mark. He doesn't know what's going on, bro. So like, now I'm lost. Unless he's just playing the fool to that degree.
No, what I was thinking though maybe is that maybe he was just lying about them setting up.
Oh, just in general, like he just made that shit up.
Just so he could blow their shit up. Just so he can have some reason to fuck with them.
Gustang, you fake news.
It could. Yeah, it's kind of. I don't think it's like a super stretch. It might be a little bit of a stretch because he's probably somebody be like, "Yo, I actually did set up in front of like something." They're very like territorial about certain stuff. It's like he could be on some Gilgamesh shit, like all this shit was mine before y'all even got here. I already claimed it. I called dibs.
Yeah, I do think he's scheming something. I'm trying to figure it out, but fair enough.
I really think he just wanted an excuse to blow them up. Because like I said, what was Kieran gonna say? Was Kieran gonna be like, actually, we were here first? No, he's not gonna say a thing.
My thing was, remember that there was the 3 orders where Gustang was one of the Gustang's families. Maybe they're like setting up like secret. They were secretly setting up, but it's Gustang's like, no, this is not really a secret. You know what I mean? Like they tried setting up some things and they were gonna attack Gustang's family like before all this shit and then that's happened. But
that's fair.
That's what I think.
You love supremacy. You already know. Is that like your alias, Brack? Was that Black Rack? Big Rack? So what's up? You gotta think about this. Adorsi is canonically more popular than Urek. Fair. Haljo couldn't even watch cartoon, watch anime, none of that. Yeah, Namu's gone, blown back. Bro was seen endorsing on TV every week. Gustang is light Yagami and Aizen combined. Kendrick DL foreshadowing. Gustang needs to comb his hair back and does Gustang know the captain? I don't think so. I don't know. I think the captain and the boss, I think they're operating by themselves, but no, the OP Mothership moved to be close to the Pobadao territory because they're about to attack the Pobadao territory. Mayor said that earlier. Oh, okay. So I'm just an idiot. So does not Gustang F.U.G attacking the nest? I think Gustang is an antagonist. Yeah, she did say that. Gustang knows all about this, though, and times attack accordingly. He knows exactly where Traumaray is. I believe that. I think he knows where he is. I think that part he's definitely playing down, but Did you guys take any extra significance of him kind of dissing him, or that's just you think that's just like just higher rankers and them being just kind of condescending and high and mighty and holier than thou in general?
Little of both maybe.
Yeah, because I'm like him saying, has he become one with the chair? I'm like, I don't know, man. That's like
That was funny.
you fucking weirdo. You always on the chair. You don't get up.
Yeah, a little both.
Nah,
He probably
I think
doesn't
it's
like. I
one of
mean,
your
because
friends.
this thing is not very like friendly in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't think he probably likes most of the people he quote unquote has to work with. He don't even like Jahal like that. So and they're enemies now. So yeah, I took it as a diss, but not like a huge one. He probably just always talks like that. Be honest, he sounds like kind of a jerk. So
All right, you guys have any last
smart one, but
any finishing comments, last words about the chapter, or anything Tower God related? We'll wrap this up.
this is a pivotal moment. This is the most pivotal moment since the last station. The 3 order.
Fair. I'm not mad at that.
Because this will decide the rest of the fate of how I feel about this series, like you said earlier. Because if something can't cook out of this, then what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, Tower God might be over if this shit's not fire.
Like, at least give me an
Yeah.
8, bro. Give me an 8. You give me an 8.
The
I'm
ball's
good.
in his court. It's right there. He just needs to make it. Like he just has to be better. That's what I mean.
Do I have any final words for the people? Let me think. Yeah, and I wanna low key be like the Ness is not good because there was like no consequences, but obviously this is something that's bleeding into the next arc. So I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna take the patient approach and be cautiously optimistic. I'm not gonna jump in any direction, have a knee jerk overreaction preemptively, but
No, the Ness is
something needs to happen. Like there needs to be some type of consequence, short term, long term, mid term, or something. Because I don't know. We'll see though.
Well, right now my problem is, like I said, just concluding things and just doing things that would have more impact. Because you got to remember too, one reason I'm not like super fond of the net is remember when Machini started all this, she was like, I want to start giant conflict. I want blood everywhere. And a bunch of like characters we didn't care about died, but like nobody like no game changing people have hit the floor yet. Because even White, he lost, but he didn't die. So like, it just feels like everybody's posturing anytime they say anything in this series right now. They say some crazy
Remember
shit, and
when
you're
we
just
thought-
like, oh, it's kind of crazy, and then but nobody does anything.
Remember when we thought Van Kel Origin Sons were gonna die in this arc? Like I thought that was like rescue arc, one of the months of dying, but nah, nothing.
Yeah,
Really
King
good.
Sun's back.
Milios, I agree with that. With Bam, I just want consequences in general. I'll take that. Like with Bam, whatever, man. I accepted my fate.
Yeah, we're past the Bam thing now.
Yeah.
Nothing you.
Bam is literally unstoppable. He'll do whatever he wants. It is what it is. Again, exercising futility, fighting against that. But somebody else, like I don't know, like. But Van Kel is trash, by the way. So like, yeah, she's garbage. That's over. I won that. I won. She's awful.
You love to go. But,
Spider Mommy put her to bed.
Yeah.
Buried her.
Shout out Spider Mommy. She out here.
Really worked her like embarrassingly.
Yeah.
Bring back Wagner, but you.
But Spider Mommy said, "Listen, bro, you didn't earn that floor."
How are you once in the top 100 and got one shot? Like, dude, what?
Like I said, you didn't earn that floor.
She was tired from fighting all the fodder on the Mario Party stage. I don't know, dude. Because even my Barker's like, you're tired, aren't you, Caliban? Like, at least Caliban was fighting from time. He fought Delete and all those things, and like he was on the wall of peaceful coexistence. Then he fought White twice, and then he came onto the board, the Mario Party board, and then he showed up. At least he was like he did more in my opinion. But Wagner should be the MC. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's true.
I forgot all about Wagner.
Cobalt
Yeah,
is top tier, by the way.
Okay. Remember when Wagner lied to Bam and Kun, and we thought like, oh, maybe something happened out of that. I mean,
No, we just none of that stuff that stuff doesn't matter anymore.
No.
It's kind of like why like sometimes I feel bad because someone will say something to me, and I'm like that makes so much sense, and that's literally why it will.
That's
not
what I'm saying.
happen.
That's why I don't try to apply. That's why I don't try to apply that much.
Yeah.
level of
I'm not mean to a
success,
Van Kel fans told me to be patient. She gonna get up.
Yeah,
She's
y'all not me, man.
Yeah,
When I said
I
Machine had a plan.
yeah.
She's a false image. Get over.
She faked it till she made it, and we realized you weren't made of nothing. Okay, she's trash.
Bring back Ran. Bring back Ran.
Yes,
Man,
we need
that's
Ran.
Like 5. It's been 6 years, dog. Like 2016 since we last saw it.
Yeah, don't worry about no. I mean, we ain't seen Dorsey, Anak, Ran, Novik. Shit,
Endorsing
Dan.
and that we haven't seen since the beginning of season 3. We haven't seen Rand since the name hunt. Like it's been a minute.
That's because my boy's still laying in the bed, not getting up. Turn it to Trauma Ray. Him and Trauma Ray switch roles. He can't be active at the same time. Oh man.
We said, but this is a spectacular trifle, particular trifle. All right, I'm gonna head out. Patreon gang. I want to say thank you to my certified BAM lovers. The Brilliant gang out here. Gotta say thank you to the Priest of Fire, but especially the Fifth Zen God. Shout out to Sunny Kathapali, Simi. Shout out to your body, Scobe, Revenant, Miles, Lucky Roo, Chris, Cayenne, Irene Sharda, Triss, David Langstaff, Childish Nujabes, Bloody Winters, Alan, and my boy Abdel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you.